Yo, yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream. This morning, it is bright and early for me. It's about 9 a.m. We are going to be playing some Ira today. Calling Kansas City is next weekend, and I'm trying to get all the reps in that I can before I'm going. I'm more than likely going to play Ira, but the next couple of days will tell me more. We'll kind of see how games today and games tomorrow go. But I am streaming so early because I'm playing golf this afternoon, and plus on the weekends I like to be able to stream earlier so that people around the world can watch some games and hang out. Jay, Bo, Annabelle, Hob, what is up, guys? Aggro playing a good deck in the tournament. Yo, I think that Ira might be one of the best decks in the format right now. Honestly, like I think Ira's in a great spot. Hey, Josh, what's up, dude? I think Ira's in a really, really good position. I think she's primed to do really well. And so I like Ira a lot. She's a lot of fun, and we're gonna get some reps in, and we're probably gonna play Ira. Plus, if you want the truth, I'm excited to have a favored Gravy Bones matchup for the first time since Nationals. So that was at the beginning of June for anybody who's not aware. So I'm excited to have a favored Gravy Bones matchup again. This is honestly probably one of the best decks into Gravy Bones, if not the best deck into Gravy Bones. So excuse me, and it feels like we have a good matchup spread into pretty much most of the field. I think Verdance is still like one of the worst matchups we have, but even then, it's not unwinnable. So I don't know. We are going to take a look at some of the spoilers from Calling Auckland in case you guys missed it yesterday. Calling Auckland was kind of late for me. The last round was going on around like 1 o'clock, I think, but I ended up getting watching a lot of it and seeing the spoilers from yesterday. So we're going to talk about the spoilers and some of the cards that are coming out and how good I think some of the cards are. So we're going to be talking about things like that here before we play some games. But first up, we're going to take a look at our list here. Play Dorinthia, and you can even have a fun Gravy matchup. Maybe Matt, dude, lol. The best is Dory. Man, I don't know. Every Gravy Bones player I talk to says that the best deck into their Gravy Bones is Ira, is what everybody keeps telling me. Verdance is totally winnable. I completely agree, Annabelle. Ira's good into Slippy. So Ira feels pretty good into like most of the meta decks, which makes me excited, to be honest. I've changed a little bit. I've been working with Aaron on the card guys on the deck. We've changed the list just a little bit. Last time I played the deck, I was on Mask of Momentum, and now I have Iris of Blossom and Mask of Momentum in the deck that I side them out for different times depending on like what I'm playing against and who I'm playing. Oh, my shirt. My shirt's not cooperating this morning. But Iris of Blossom is really, really cool because it works really well with Dual Threat at the end of a power turn. It's really good into Gravy Bones, pretty much to go get one on command whenever you need to. Being able to draw 2 cards as you hit an ally is just absolutely insane. It's very, very powerful. And yes, I do play Iris of the Blossom as opposed to Mask of Momentum against Gravy Bones. So, and then we also have a couple of tech cards here for specific matchups. We're on a one of Fiddler's Green in the deck, which has honestly been really, really good. I've really liked this. Being able to discard Fiddler's Green to Iris of the Blossom is really powerful. It also just like randomly blocks and like gains some life if you need it to against like other aggro decks. I did block against a Slippy the other day. I played a Slippy and I just jammed this card in front of what they were doing and it felt really, really clean. We are on a one of main deck snag, just like Yuta, I think. I can't remember his name. The gentleman that won the calling in Singapore playing Ira. But we're on one of snag. We're on 2 of Warmonger's Diplomacy in the main deck, which I feel like can be pretty good here and there. And then looking at the sideboard, there's a lot of cards that we bring in and out. We have like the full aggro package here with cut through, pain in the backside, up sticks and run that we use in like specific matchups. We have the defensive package in Fate Foreseen, Shelter from the Storm, and Sigil of Solace. And then we're also on a Race Face because I feel like it gets a lot of value into most of the field, like pretty much any elemental deck, like where you're looking to like, like try and shut down their turn, whether that's Earth, Lightning, Draconic. There's all kinds of things in the metagame right now that this has play into. So it feels really, really clean. We are on both Mask of Momentum and Iris, but we are still playing Kadachi's over playing Edge of Autumn today. So glad I get to catch an Ira stream finally. I missed a discussion with the Verdance if they go combo. Unless you draw the best nuts possible with full tech, you lose. Yeah, so I've kind of noticed the same thing, Dylan, that like if they are on full combo, it's kind of like playing Victor into them. It's just tough to close the game out before they can get there. We don't have enough aggression. But we do have a more aggressive plan than Victor does, so this does line up pretty well with like trying to be aggressive and like doing things here or there. You definitely need both sides of dual threat to connect for all three in that matchup if you're going to try and run them over. But if they're not on potions and things like that, you can just use like cards like Sigil of Solace to keep your life up in AB2, and then you're just able to like kind of like stay out of Strider's range so that it never matters. So it's definitely a matchup I'm still working to figure out a little bit, but it's definitely cool. Considering Verdance combo is one cycle, yeah, you need to be pretty aggressive. Yeah, I completely agree, Annabelle. Like if you're playing to beat combo, you need to be super, super aggressive. Also, for anybody who didn't get to watch Calling Auckland last night, we are getting the Rhinar Armory deck in December, I think. And this is the card that they previewed for it. When this is discarded a beat chest, create a might token. It is a 0 block, which I think has some people concerned, to be honest. The fact that like this only like doesn't block at all is kind of tough. But I do like that there's a blue 6 for Rhinar. I think that Rhinar getting an armory deck and getting some upgrades is very, very needed. I really like this a lot. This card seems to fit really well into the armory deck and what they're doing. So I like this a lot. The 0 block is very intriguing. There was some very interesting conversations in the actual calling chat in Flesh and Blood's page last night about whether this card's good or bad. So there was a lot of interesting conversations going back and forth about whether this card's good or not. I personally think this card is great. Even though it doesn't block, I feel like it's almost like the perfect addition into the Rhinar deck. Plus, with like other tech, I feel like just having more blue 6s is perfect. So I feel like this card's going to fit really well into the deck. And then we also got the new Armory deck, Arachnne Slip Through the Cracks, coming in November. So we're getting a lot of Armory decks. We're getting a lot of these new products where like they're able to like push these like decks that are maybe good or maybe bad, and they're trying to like help certain heroes. And I kind of think it's cool, to be honest. I like these products a lot. The Armory decks are really cool. I mean, it gives me content to make, which I like a lot, but I just think that they're fun and they're a good product. The Armory deck Arachnne is probably, in my opinion, I think this is designed for two reasons. I think they're going to do two things with this. I think they're going to hit Slippy with the BNR. I think they're going to hit something on Slippy with the BNR in September or whatever it is before this deck comes out, or maybe in November before this deck comes out. And then I also think that this is designed to help players get into the game. Slippy is one of the most expensive decks in the game right now. Like, I think most Slippy decks cost around $1,800 to $2,000. So the fact that like this is like, in my opinion, designed to try and help people get into the game and like get across that barrier cost of entry to be able to play this game is pretty cool. I like this a lot. So I think the Slippy deck is a win for the most part. And then this is a card from Super Slam. Is there any way to scroll out just a little bit? No, not. Okay. So this is a new card from Super Slam. This is a Ranger action, a red 0 cost 3 block. It is a Riptide specialization. Search your deck for a card, then shuffle and put it on top. Create a bait token under an opponent's control. This is a very, very interesting card, and I think it's kind of cool because this is a tutor effect. And for anybody who's played other card games, you know how broken tutor effects can be and how insanely like just powerful they are. Excuse me. It says search your deck for a card, shuffle and put it on top. You're not telling them what it is. You're not doing anything. You are just searching. You are literally just like tutoring up a card and putting it on top of your deck, which is very, very powerful. And then we also have the bait token and what it actually does. So the bait token says you can't play or activate cards you own, which is really neat. And when you look at this, it basically gives you an attack with one go again. But the big thing to take away from this is that when you attack with this, if you don't want your turn to end on the spot, you have to use the once per turn attack reaction, which says 0. This gets +1 and go again. You have used an attack reaction. You have given something buff something's power greater than its base, and you've given something go again. All 3 traps are online whenever this card is played. I think this card's actually going to be Riptide Stonks. I'm not going to lie. I think this card's going to be very, very good. I think this card's going to be very, very good. I kind of like this, to be honest. Like, I think this is a good inclusion. And I think it's a cool card. Like, I like to see like the Ranger classes and like these other classes that don't get a lot of love all the time. I like to see them doing well and getting some love here and there. So this is kind of fun to see, in my opinion. Yeah, dude. I got up at 8 so that I could stream today before I go play golf with my dad. Also, we got a YouTube short coming later or a TikTok, depending on like where you watch my content at. But yes, we are up and early, and we're gonna get some games because we got to start testing for Kansas City. We will be playing in the comp CC because now all the Mastery Pack Guardian cards are legal as of today. So I'm just gonna be playing in comp CC. I think this is a Mask of Momentum matchup. I don't know. That's why I have my sideboard over here. I also think this is the person that streams. I think, yeah, they're live right now. Yeah, they're live. I'm not gonna like stream snipe them or anything, but they're live on Twitch right now. We are not on Mask of Momentum. We are on both snags. We are on cut. No, we're not on cut throughs. We're on Fate for Scenes. We're on Pain in the Backside. We're on Shelter. We're on Sigil. And we're playing 62 cards in this matchup. Sounds like a plan. I'm excited to see how Iris plays in this matchup. This feels like this is probably going to be a... this feels like this is probably better off as a Mask of Momentum matchup, but I'm going to see how it feels. Yeah, for sure, Annabelle. I could definitely use practice sometime this week. 100%. 100%. Definitely use games this week. I appreciate that very much. I mean, yeah, let's just go ahead and give them the defense reaction. Like, rather just not let cards come off the top of our deck. This is definitely a matchup that goes to fatigue. So we just traded 3 cards for 4. Hands a little clunky. I don't really think playing Warmonger's Diplomacy does anything against them. I don't really think playing Warmonger's Diplomacy does anything against them. Like, we could stop Codex, I suppose, but that's about it. I don't know. Hey, Zenith, what's up, buddy? Hey, Drew, what's up, buddy? Lip, yes, we are playing Ira pretty early. I'm new with Flesh and Blood? Well, let's go, Zenith. Well, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to Flesh and Blood and welcome to the stream. We're glad you're here and hanging out with us. Appreciate you coming by and chilling on a random Saturday morning while we're playing some games. There's some non-attack actions. Like, there's some non-attack actions in their deck. I don't know that it's going to matter here. A little bit of, like, a not a great hand to start. Yo, really hate drawing these this early. Also, we're seeing, like, every blue in our deck. We've literally seen 2 red cards, and they've been defense reactions. Man. Clunker. Let's block with Stab Wound. You want mirror practice? Yo, I appreciate that, Lip. I appreciate that a whole bunch. Yeah, Flesh and Blood has an online client. The cool thing is that it's not even really like a... it's not even really like a... like something you have to download. It's just like a game you can play online. Like, it's just talishar.net is like the web browser you use to play it. I prefer Mask of Momentum, but I'm usually on Katsu. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Like, I get that. I mean, I think we're just going to block this out. Like, I hate that we're not getting value, like, out of our turn cycle, because all that's happening is we're taking 2 and we're attacking for 1, which really sucks. But I think we need to keep this in our deck for when we draw a dual threat or for whenever we want to, like, make something powerful happen. So, plus we have the Fate Foreseen in our arsenal, which means, like, we're able to just block a little bit here at the beginning of the game. I was like, yeah, our opponent did not mean to just pass back to us. They clicked pass too many times, which is fine. It happens. Completely get that. I'd love to draw an attack. This has been, like, probably the clunkiest... I mean... we need to try and get aggressive with this hand, right? We need to try and get aggressive with this hand. I think we're just going to have to take, like, Infect is just damage. So we're just going to let the damage happen, and we're going to try to use Iris. Yep. I hate to be marked as well, but... Mello, I did remember to keep the attack actions in. You don't. Why don't you draw like this when you play me? Because Annabelle, you are cursed when you play into me. Like I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Annabelle, but you are cursed when you play into me. It is bizarre. Well, I think we're just forced into this here. Oh, okay. Interesting. I was honestly expecting a pump there. I would have just given the Fate Pristine if I'd have known they didn't have anything. Discarding Sigil of Solace to go tutor up a Whirling Mist Blossom feels almost like a Nombo, by being entirely honest. This comes in for 3. They probably have a D-React, but if they don't, this is going to be very good for us. Yep. This is why I think Mask of Momentum's better in this matchup. I don't know. I'm very skeptical. Like this is like exactly why like I'm pretty skeptical of like not just playing Mask of Momentum in this matchup. Nice. Nice. I mean, I was like, we have the Fate Pristine to protect us, but what does this do? I'm going to say no blocks, and we're just going to play the Fate Pristine here, I think, and see what we have. We'll really don't want to let this get banished, so we're going to put this on the bottom, just in case there is a pump in their hand. Feels like my opponent has either not drawn a lot of pumps, or they do not favor playing the pumps, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, I might ask Aaron what his thought process is. What his thought process is in playing Iris of the Blossom. I guess it's just like forcing cards, but I'm assuming they're on D-Reacts against us, right? Oh yeah, we knew all the reds was coming for sure. 110%. Well, that being from Arsenal feels extra bad. I think we're just going to throw Kodachi for 2 and Arsenal this. Like, I want to be able to get value out of the Command and Conquer. I was looking forward to throwing it for 7, but just did not line up with what their hand was doing, which is okay. All right. I mean, we can pretty safely block with Torrent of Tempo here. Hey, Diablo! Dude, there should be a Lizard command. We're just going to do this and force him to play it. Snag would be really good right here. I was like, what can this even become that's that scary for us? Mark is not great. We're going to banish the Torrent of Tempo here. We fall down to 24. The fact that we're losing the life lead and we haven't really forced them to block with equipment is not great for us. I have nightmares of Scabs into double Cast Bones and CNC into double Pummel. I was like, Annabelle, I don't think that was me. I was like, the Scabs, I think that was somebody else. I mean, if there's another pump here, it's unfortunate. We'll get rid of the Command and Conquer. Oh, is this Spike Blood Rot? All right, so we're gonna take 3. Actually, are we supposed to? Yeah, it's just got to be the Command and Conquer, right? I mean, I guess they get to pick, actually. Would they get off the top? Censor? Yeah, classic. I guess we're just going to play Command and Conquer for 7. Like, they're clearly not going to Arsenal, and I'm tired of sitting around on it, so. Slippy's getting an armory deck in December so he can lose Mantle and Blondes at the next BNR. I mean, honestly, that would be good. I have a short on my channel of me playing double. Do I really? Was that of playing double Command and Conquer? Wait, rolling scabs into double cast bones. I don't even play that deck. What are you talking about? I mean, this is a pretty good dual threat turn. We have to be able to keep said dual threat in hand. Like, we have to be able to keep our hand here, but... And they hit a red, of course they do. Just feels like all of our numbers this game have just sucked. Like, none of our numbers this game have felt good. They've all just felt, like, really bad. Yeah, I don't think Assassin is going to get, like, kneecapped either. Man, we'll play this to try and stop Go again, I guess. And I don't want to bottom anything. I kind of like my hand. So it's going to be break both of these into Kodachi. We're going to go 2 into 2 here. We're going to pitch the Nip at the Hills. We're going to break the combat chain. We're going to play dual threat. Then we're going to play Kodachi. And then if the Kodachi comes across, the second one, we're going to activate Iris to discard Stab Wound. And we're going to go get our Whirling Mist Blossom here, our last one. And if it doesn't, we throw Stab Wound for 5. The numbers, Mason. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? God, I love OG Black Ops. Such a good game. Dual threat, and then it's going to be Kodachi for 4. They have 5 cards in hand, which is terrifying. This comes across for 5 because of the dual threat, which is kind of nice. So this forces 2 cards. Or they're going to give us 2 cards, and we have Tunic up, so there's a pretty good shot we can make something happen. This could be a good turn for us. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this is what Aaron wants us to be doing. I mean, we did get a Bolton Armory deck. Like, I definitely hear what people are saying, but it does... The Bolton Armory deck was kind of disappointing, at least for me. I didn't like it very much. Like, these hands are just awful. Like, we need to draw, like, 2 blues, not 3. I mean, yeah, like, these hands just suck. Look, it kind of feels like we're playing checkers. Now our opponent's definitely playing chess today. Like, we don't even have anything to do. Like, I need them to be blocking. And we've only presented 1 real turn worth them blocking. And that was last turn. That was, like, literally the dual threat turn. That's the only turn we've had all game where they were forced into blocking. I agree. These hands are wild. I feel like we're not even getting, like, a real representation of, like, what this matchup looks like this game. It's so bizarre. It's very interesting how this game is played out. And the thing that, like, I'm trying to mentally walk through right now is I'm trying to, like, take a breath, and I'm trying to say, you know what? Like, this game is not going my way. How can we make it better for us? Why didn't I sync for an attack? Because I want to Arsenal to sync and I have the Sigil of Solace to play. I think just like letting it happen is like fine. Like we're just going to use the sync next turn to try to flip the game and get aggressive. It contributed to slower, more consistent game plan that wasn't Tunic V, and that's good. Okay, I mean, that's fair, Mello. That makes a lot of sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. I played a little bit of Bolton. But I've never played a lot of Bolton, so like my Bolton knowledge is very limited. I know how to play against Bolton, and that's about it. I think this hand's great. We're just gonna block with the Torrent tempo here. I'm gonna force them to do it and have it here. Okay. Ruh-roh, Raggy. We might as well, right? Yeah, leave that on top. Oh, I guess we wanted to put that on the bottom? Shit. I wasn't thinking about the on hit. That was stupid. Never mind. Yeah, draw better, forehead. Draw better, forehead. Right now, that's big facts, dude. Yeah, I think we're going to take this. We just kind of have to. They can't mark us. So we're going to go Kodachi into Sirens of Safe Harbor. There are no more uses for our Iris now, so we're probably just going to block when it's convenient. Bolton just has a lot of bad matchups because either needs 2-card hands or 5-card hands. Yeah, that's fair. It's tough to keep those bigger hands, I feel like. It's tough to keep those bigger hands in Bolton. It feels very hard. Yellow, what are you up to today, dude? It's very early for you, brother. It's like 6:30 right now. What are you doing, dude? Like, shouldn't you be asleep, fam? Or did your brain do that thing where it just like was like, nope, it's time to get up? This hand would be great if this was any attack, not E-Strike. If I play this sync, they're gonna have codex. I can just feel it. I can feel it. Oh, that's not good. Put this on the bottom. Bittering Thorns is actually pretty good.
Freaking go. You love to see it.
Yo, Ned, named. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate that a whole bunch. Guys, if you are here for the first time, you're new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when you're new, and they are, what's your name, what got you into Flesh and Blood, and what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves. I would love to get to know you guys in chat. Did I call the codex, or did I call the codex? Like, the problem here is, like, what are we doing? Like, we could get Command and Conquer, I suppose, is probably just our best bet. There's no world I'm supposed to block Dual Threat in the Mask, right? And then... God, that feels so bad. Am I supposed to block Bittering Thorns and then go Kodachi for 0, Dual Threat into E-Strike for 9? Or I'm sorry, Command and Conquer for 9? Is that better? It's less points, right? Like, it's just less points. It's more disruption, but it's less points. Yeah, I think we're supposed to be on momentum in this matchup, Rose, but it did not have it set up that way in Aaron's sideboard guide, so I ended up just like leaving it this way and playing Iris. Like, honestly, Rose, the biggest problem we've had this game is that we've drawn either I think there's been 4 hands this game with no attack that wasn't a blue. Like, just nothing. Like, just Like, we've had the clunkiest hands all game. We drew two Whirling Mist Blossoms in the first two hands. We had one on turn 0 and one on the next hand. So, like, I don't know. Like, it's just been very awkward draws. Yeah, I think blocking duel was the best there. Dual threat. Yeah, I decided to be awake. I saw a lizard meme, so I needed to come crash your stream. Dude, I love it. The lizard meme. I love the lizard meme so much. Also, we've used Tunic, like, literally once this game, if at all. Now, our opponent's probably just keeping this hand to kill us because we're at 4. We're going to sink below the Razor. We need to have a hand where we can, like, throw something at him. Let's stop the flick so that we're no longer marked, and let's also prevent this. I'm okay with this. So we prevent this, we take 3, go to 1, and now we're at 1. We'll just go ahead and play this, I guess. Well, dual threat's probably never going to get us there at this point in time, but I think this is a little bit too late. Yeah, we'll just play the snag and shut this down. We have to block like this. And then we do have the shelter. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Shit. I'm not supposed to block there. You care if I keep Tunic? Stupid block. I'm just going to ask my opponent if they care if I keep the Tunic on the board. It was a bad block. I shouldn't have blocked. If they do care, like, it's fine. Like, shit. So let's just start the turn over here. Appreciate them being cool. We blocked with Soulbead Strike, I think. I can't remember how I blocked. Yeah, and then I play the snag. This doesn't go anywhere. We do this, and then I discard this before it matters so that we can prevent this. All right. We need to be able to keep Legacy, and we need to be able to keep a blue and Sirens here is what we need. I was worried about not arsenaling the Sigil in case they... If I arsenaled this, we get into a weird battle with Flick Knives the rest of the game, which I really don't like, to be honest. I think I'm going to take one and lose the top card. Feels kind of bad, but... And I think we're just going to go Kodachi Sirens here. I think at this point, like, not using my Tunic for Kodachis this game has kind of hurt me. And it's weird because I was talking to Aaron about this, and he was telling me to use Tunic on, like, these 2-for-6s as little as possible because you'd rather just be, like, Sirens B for 7 or Command and Conquer B for 7, which, I mean, like, I get, and I you want, like, these awkward breakpoints to make sense, but Diablo pushing the likes, I appreciate it, dude. I wonder if anybody can teach me how to play Dorinthia. I kind of suck playing with her. So, Zenith, what I would tell you is that if you join the Discord, exclamation point Discord in the chat, there's a few people that play Dory that would probably be happy to like jump in like a voice chat and play games with you one day, brother. Gotta love the clunky ninja hands. Yeah, I mean, facts. Big facts. I guess technically my Sirens of Safe Harbor is not going to force a card. No, it is going to force a card. Like they, even if they block Tunic and Flick Knives here, it's still lethal, so they have to block with something from hand, which is kind of nice. I was worried that if we arsenaled the Sigil, we get into this weird like Flick Knives battle where we're now trying to like dodge. Like, I don't know. I'm just worried about like what it does. Like how Flick Knives affects that. Because then like they get to hold up Flick Knives and we get to like, I don't know. Actually feels like horrible Fiddler's timing. I think we have to block like this, right? I mean, he's just trying to fatigue me at this point. Yeah. So if I had blocked there in Tunic, I would be dead. So I had to do it this way. Yeah, I don't... Guess I should have got something else if I'm not going to let this go. Like they're definitely just trying to fatigue us, but we just need to like, I don't know. I feel like this game will go to fatigue more often than not, actually, which I kind of hate. I definitely should have got a different card. I was planning on letting this go, and then I was like, well, no, I can't. Like, my deck size is, like, non-existent. I just picked, like, a shitty blue because I was like, oh, it doesn't matter. But that was a terrible decision. So between drawing horrible hands and me playing terribly this morning, like, we're definitely feeling... Oh, man. There's also, like, we've not seen T-Tox all game. We've not seen T-Tox all game. I hope they go all in on pumps here. I mean, I'm pretty willing to take 3. Okay, so that puts us to 6. I mean, we still go to 3, and then we lose our last 2 cards. Yeah, this game is like, man. Yeah, we're just super dead here. I just played this game so bad. Oh, man. God. We're just going to take this. Man. This is one of those games that I need to go back and watch to figure out what I could have done better, but Jesus. God almighty. I played that game horribly. Yeah, man. There are not many games I can look back on and say that, like, I played that badly. That was atrocious. I mean, God almighty, I should have stayed in bed. We go first or second? I think we went second. We lost. Drew some clunky hands early, and wasn't able to apply pressure. I played very poorly down the stretch. Need to review for better lines. I don't know. Like, just doing, like, just making, like, stupidly bad plays, like, just, like, when I do something that's, like, so blatantly obvious, it just drives me crazy. I hate when I do stupid shit like that. Oh, man. I mean, we definitely could have drawn better, I agree, but, man, you gotta, like, you have to be willing to adapt and play through bad hands, because I'm sure that next weekend there will probably be a game at least once where I have hands like that, where I have these hands that are like quad blues or triple reds, and like they're not really able to come together and stuff like that. So thanks, Jonas. Thanks, buddy. Against Betsy, I guess we want to go second. Is this like God's way of like, man, we're gonna, dude, if we get dumpstered by Betsy, I'm gonna be so upset. You aren't a perfectionist at all, dude. Diablo. You know, that's my brand of how I am.
Go. You love to see it.
Oh, Eric Mocha, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate that a whole bunch. Guys, if you are here for the first time and you're new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new, and they are, what's your name, what got you into Flesh and Blood, and what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves. I would love to get to know you guys. So very intrigued by this. So let's go cut through, vapor scene, pain in the backside, and then we are gonna cut Iris if I can find it. Yep, we are gonna cut Iris, and we're gonna play. Actually, we're just gonna play 64 in this matchup. I think I'm okay with that, right? It's a little over on our blue count, but I think it's fine. I don't know, like, my sideboard guide has us not playing shelters into like these matchups, and I don't know why. I do not know why, because it's like, why would we not play shelter in this matchup? Betsy, we are going second. It's so funny to have Betsy games on here. Like, I love having them on here. She didn't die from blood debt. I mean, we didn't die from blood debt. That is true. That is true, Burb. If you start the day 0-2, kill the stream. I don't think we're going to kill the stream if we start 0-2. I do not think we're going to do that. That's funny. All right, so this is Kadachi for 5, Bittering Thorns for 5, Kadachi for whatever they don't block, into Arsenal, Razor Reflex, and Setup here. I'm back from the hospital delivering a patient's baby. Dude, that's cool. You got to deliver a patient's baby. Congrats, dude. I don't know that I have the stomach for that job, if I'm being honest. What's my favorite donut? Ooh, that's tough. I had Carly got this one yesterday, or not yesterday, a couple days ago. It's called Maple Glaze from this local place that we get donuts from called Seavers. And it tastes like Waffle Crisp, the cereal, on a donut. And I got to tell you, it was really good. But normally I go for like a strawberry glazed. I like strawberry things. Interesting. Interesting. So this is a very weird hand, but I think we're going to play this what I would consider suboptimally so we can set up the dual threat. Hey, what's up, Ben? With 0-2, we can always decide to main Betsy instead. That is true. We could decide to main Betsy instead if we 0-2. If we 0-2 into Betsy, I might just we might just be a sad Zach the rest of the day. Oh, Boston Cream? That's pretty good. I have no idea what French Cruller. I have no idea what that is, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And Kevin, by the way, dude, sorry, I didn't mean to like blow past your responses, man. I appreciate the kind words, brother, from a minute ago about me playing badly that game. I think I gotta like wake up a little bit this morning. Playing early in the morning is like not something I'm used to. I don't normally like get out of bed and play games. Although when I was testing for Singapore and for like, other tournaments, there's definitely been times where I am like, if we have stuff like Carly and I are gonna do on Saturday, I get up super early so that I can. I get up super early so that I can like try to like get stuff like get games in. Well, I mean, we do have up sticks and running, so like we could play it, but it feels pretty bad here. I mean, they're just gonna get to keep Nerves of Still on the board until like I can put together like an offensive hand here. Maybe we're supposed to break this so that we can make it happen. Oh yeah, they're definitely trying to fatigue us here. This is gonna be a long game for sure. Battle Worn and Temper. So I mean, they could block with Good Time Chapeau here if they wanted to.
Let's freaking go. You love to see it.
Yo, Takumi. Hope I said that right. Thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, if you are here for the first time and you're new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new. And they are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves. I would love to get to know you guys. Ooh, Fiddler's Green is awkward. Man, this hand sucks. I mean, good defense, I guess, but it's not open queue, but Mastery Pack Guardian should be legal now on all platforms. It should be open now because it's like a legal thing now. Carly said, donuts. I appreciate it, Ben. I appreciate it, dude. Ben, what are you up to today, man? I guess we're just gonna play the defense reaction here. Cover this up. Maybe I should have been like all gas, no brakes in this matchup. We go to 47. I mean, we're at a point where we can definitely take some life here, which is pretty cool. Being at 47 is pretty interesting. I would love to be able to play this dual threat. I would love to be able to play this dual threat. Stream Elements pushing the podcast. Thanks, Stream Elements. I mean, ends an attack with power 2 or less. Yep, we're just going to break the combat chain and pass here. This Nerves of Steel has put in absolute work here. Okay. Oh, so their hand was garbage. Yeah, this is fine. That's fair. My life points will probably not matter this game. Yeah, they're on Fiddler screen. God, I hate playing matches like this. Because it's like, this is not a deck that's going to win at a tournament. Like, I don't... So, you're just actively hoping you don't play the best deck in the room at all times whenever you play a deck like this. Which, like, is... It's whatever. Like, do whatever makes you happy, I guess. But it's just actively not a good decision, in my opinion. All right. Like, at least when people, like, play, like, other decks, I'm like, oh, well, like, you're at least trying to win matchups. They must have a lot of defense reactions in this hand. All right, we're going to break the combat chain. It's going to be dual threat. And then I'm going to pitch... we're going to pitch Shelter from the Storm to be able to play Sirens of Safe Harbor for 9. We could throw Torrent of Tempo for 8 and see if it gets there, but I don't think that's the play. I think we're supposed to Arsenal Torrent of Tempo and set it up for next turn. Just attacking for 9. And like also just keeping cards in our deck is just a good place to be at as well. We've got to be able to get this Nerves of Steel off the board. I mean, sure, we could have used Tunic, but like, why? What were we going to use Tunic for there? Yeah, you went too far there, pal. So now we're going to start the whole turnover because Talishar... This is not Talishar's fault. This is my opponent's fault for not knowing the UI. Yeah, no, I mean, we have 2 cards in hand. So like there's no reason for us to use Tunic here. And plus like Tunic may be relevant on like another turn, some capacity. I have 6 cards left to foil at Jarl, CNC, and Eden Strike. I need to start an OnlyFans. John, that's hilarious, bro. Oh, man. I think CNC and E-Strike were like some of the last cards that I foiled out in Victor. They were very expensive. I got E-Strike, foil E-Strikes first because they were cheaper. And then the Command and Conquerors, I kind of like took my time buying. I just kind of like saved up like every paycheck and stuff like that to be able to buy them. It took a while. It took a while to buy stuff like that. And it's funny because like mine are like rainbow foil. It's not even like... Mine are like rainbow foil. They're not even like the super fancy ones. Yes, wait. I was like, wait until we get to reactions, opponent. You can do it. All right. So they cover up our entire turn, keeping Nerves of Steel in play. Oh, dude. Dude, the Yarvel, I've not heard somebody call it the Yarvel yet, but I really like the Yarvel. It is really cool. All right. This hand's kind of cool. We're going to start with Command and Conquer. Hang on. Let me work to this turn for a second. This is a very interesting turn. Yeah, so we go 6, 5, 5 off of Tunic. I think that's fine. This is a very aggressive turn. And if they want to keep that Nerves of Steel around, they're going to have to give up a pretty good amount of equipment here. No, dude, I do not even Fable CNC. Listen to this guy, dude. Fable CNCs are ridiculously expensive. Yeah, all right. Opponent does not know what Command and Conquer's text does. I'm kidding, obviously. Razor should be pretty good here. Like, maybe I'm just supposed to Arsenal the Bittering Thorns. I'm hoping that we can Arsenal the Razor for next turn. Like, being able to go 5 into 5 should be good enough, right? At least we're going to force, like, we're going to force their hand a little bit here. They have to pitch a card, which is totally fine. I mean, we're going to chew through their equipment with a hand like this if they want to keep the Nerves of Steel around. EA hunted CNC? I mean, that makes sense. EA hunted CNC is nice. There's honestly a lot of really nice arts for Command and Conquer in the game. Yep. And then this is going to be for 5. They have another 4 block. So playing the Razor there would not have worked out for us. Can't wait till October when I can buy my Fable CNCs. Why are you able to buy them in October, Rose? I'm just curious. I would like to have Fable CNCs. I agree. We're getting them. We're destroying their Civic Steps this turn. And we're also pushing. Like, we're getting a lot of cards out of their hand here, which is kind of nice. The problem is that the daggers never hit. But I want them to block with stuff here, I think. Like, I'm pretty sure I want them to block with things here. And then it's going to be Torrent of Tempo for 6. Now, this is pretty telling that I have a reaction here, but honestly, I don't think I care. Like, they have a lot of defensive cards in their deck, and we're just going to have to hope they don't have a defense reaction here. I mean, yeah, they'll run out of them at some point. Like, we have to get this Nerves of Steel off the board or we will get fatigued. Summer sucks, but the bonus I get in October and November makes it worth it? Okay, dude, that's cool. That's cool. Razor's Edge? Oh, I mean, yeah, we could have played it with the cut through, I guess. That would have been pretty cool. We are up 6 cards, which is nice, but I think that'll slowly start to change. And then this is for 6. I'm definitely stacking to play like the longer game here. Us being up 6 cards is nice, but we're actually not up 6 cards, right? Well, so they have 37 cards and we have 44 cards. So we're up 7 cards, I guess, technically. Well, I'm worried that this Nerves of Steel is actually going to hurt that playing quite a bit, if I'm being super honest. We're just going to go 5 go again into 7. The next time we draw a Razor, we will specifically try to play it with cut through. Hey, what's up, Fish? How are you, buddy? Yeah, we're probably gonna have to like use a throw dagger. We have 2 more copies of Upsticks and run, so we're probably just gonna have to play throw dagger. You're probably right, Trent. Play throw, like when we find an Upsticks and run, hopefully like it's with a we can arsenal the Upsticks and run until we find a throw dagger, and then we can just like let it ride. I guess is like the plan. Okay. They took 7 to keep something. And they lost their Nerves of Steel, so... Okay, so their hand just didn't block efficiently. Like, this is awesome for us. God. Now, see, now we're in the driver's seat. We are 1,010% in the driver's seat right now. This is great. Why not send 2 Kodachis? Because they had a Nerves of Steel in play, Nova. And Nerves of Steel makes it to where they can block with their equipment for free. And I wanted the breakpoint to be for 7. I wanted that specifically to come in for 7 there. And see, now we're living in like the world where we want to be. Now we're up cards. Like we're doing the whole thing here. We have 100% regained control of this game. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to throw Command and Conquer for 7 there, but I really want to get this cut through out. Or maybe I want to keep the cut through. Maybe the cut through is like we're saving it for a dual threat turn. So we played a dual threat and we pitched a dual threat, which means we have one more first cycle we're waiting to draw. So I wouldn't exactly say that they're blocking the breakpoint for free. Because even if they are blocking with armor, that comes at a cost. That comes at a cost for later in the game that matters. And so, like, I don't know that it's necessarily free. I think I'm going to give up Mask of Momentum here. Do I even care about Mask of Momentum? Or do I just want to say no blocks and discard the Fate Foreseen and play my turn? Like, we're probably just playing our turn, right? Sounds very good, so... Yeah. So, like, Nerves of Steel says anytime a Battle-Worn and Temper on equipment you control doesn't trigger if it defends an attack with 2 or less. So they were able to block our Kodachis every turn for basically no, like, cost to them, which was, like, crazy. So that's why, us, like, getting rid of the Nerves of Steel was such a big deal. And so maybe I'm misunderstanding. When the Command and Conquer came in, that was, like, a big deal. Because if they want to block the Command and Conquer breakpoint with, like, Tech Plating and Gauntlets, that's a total win for us. But if, like, the Nerves of Steel is in play and they're blocking Kodachis over and over again, we're losing so much value, it's crazy. So, up 6 and run makes Kodachi for 5. Yeah, it's one of those cards that, like, you don't really ever read unless you're, like, specifically playing against a deck that, like, utilizes the card. Then at that point, you kind of, like, have to be worried about, like, what it does. But other than that, like, you don't really think too much about it. Fiddler's Green? Okay. I mean, they can gain as much life as they want. Like, they're going to have to start hitting us pretty hard with some things like this. And they pitched a couple of bet bigs together. I think they pitched a Fiddler's Green and a bet big together. So maybe that's what's in this hand. I mean, that's fine. You're still net taking 4 on this turn cycle. Or I guess it's... I don't know. I was like, dude, I will deal. I will deal and take 3. Yeah, there we go. All right, so they're going to come in for 4. We're going to say no blocks. We're going to say no blocks. Hey, what's up, Michael? I figured you would be excited for the armory deck. It seems pretty cool. So this is going to be Kodachi for 1, E-Strike for 6, into Kodachi for 1, Sensor for 5. This turn's pretty good all the way around. And see, look at all, like, this damage that we're leaking with Kodachis. This is what it's all about. Like, this is where we want to be. 3D modeling and Fab is a good Saturday. Yo, what are you 3D modeling? If you don't mind me asking. If you do, I'll mind my own business. Also, what's up, Derek? Came from a fun armory. Been loving the hell out of Puffin. Such a fun deck, and the bird is just a cherry on top. Polycrank is really cool. I think Puffin's really fun. I just don't know how competitive she is. She's doing okay at the calling in Auckland right now, I think she, like, there's one doing pretty well. Ira was, like, at the top table. Ira won at the top table in Auckland as day 1 ended. I'm excited when I get home from golf this evening to be able to watch more Ira gameplay. I'm going to have Ira up while Carly and I play Fortnite or Marvel Rivals. She's just miserable against Earth. There are so many heroes that I feel like it's like, oh, like this is really good, but it's bad against Earth. Like, I feel like I hear that all the time. And that's not like a shot at you. Like, I mean, that is like, I feel like everybody like feels that way and says those kinds of things. So we're going to throw Kodachi. Kodachi. Blocking with Rampart. I love this. Isn't it a good spot? Boost Puffin is seeing more success, which is sad to me. I actually really like that Boost Puffin seeing more success. I like Boost Puffin a lot. I really enjoy the like aggro, like boosting style decks. Hey, Twilights, what's up, buddy? A friend just mentioned the new bait card prevents people from playing D-Reacts and Kano from doing anything. Oh, yeah. Like, it literally forces you to do that if you want to, like, have the ability to do anything. It's kind of insane how good that is. Like, the new Riptide card's actually insane. I think it's really, really good. All right, hit him with the dagger. If we were playing Slippy, we'd go Markia, but we don't get to do that, sadly. Using Nip at the Heels as a like 0 for like 2 is really good. I like that. Like, it's a cool way to think about that card. I'm now going to just play Sigil of Solace, go back to 30, and then just pass. Yep. Why does it ask me twice if I want to close the combat chain? And that's kind of a redundant question because I know why it does, but I hate that it does it. Midas Touch to make a surge. Makes me excited for Montreal. I think Montreal is going to be a really cool event. I think Montreal is going to be a really cool event. I don't think we need to save these for anything. I was kind of hoping to block with my sink below and put one of my blues on the bottom, but, you know. Whatevs. Because then I could just play Dio, but after actually playing Boost Puffin, it's so different. Yeah, I think the deck is very different. I think there's a cool version of Boost Puffin where you can like play like the cog stuff and like actually do some really cool stuff with like dovetails and things like that I think are relevant. I mean, sure. Okay. Yeah, I was like, that makes way more sense. Makes way more sense. We'll play Nip at the Heels. That's fine. We'll just come over for onesies. And then we'll attack for 2. And then I love this because this looks like this could be a Sirens. This could be a 1 for 5. I mean, admittedly, a lot of like the tempo cards are gone out of our deck, so there's less things it could be, but I'm still okay with this exchange. Okay. There's a D-React, or there's a dual threat, which lines up well for us. Okay. I mean, let's just keep the blue, I guess. Like, it's fine. We don't need the second blue, but it's like, we might as well. So we're going to pitch Soul Bead Strike to come in for 1. And then it's going to be, let's do Pain in the Backside for 4. I hope Pirate Puffin will be viable. I mean, yeah, being able to play D-Reacts and like in like the Puffin build, I think was one of the big like pulls towards it. So I'm kind of hope that like the no boost Puffin like sees a thing, like becomes a thing. Although I do really like playing. I personally really enjoy playing Boost Puffin. Is Edge of Autumn currently not solved, or is Kodachi just better? I don't know much about ninjas, so maybe you can enlighten me. So honestly, Junis, I prefer Kadachi's is the God's honest truth. There's not really like a this or a that answer. I think that Edge of Autumn is perfectly fine, but I prefer the Kadachi build. I think it gives me more versatility and it helps in like other like metagame matchups. So I personally like Harmonized Kadachi better. And I think there's more worlds where your opponent can blow you out if you're on the Edge of Autumn, like in the Scar Wraps thing. So that's just something that like in my head I keep in the forefront of my brain. I thought you were going to play Victor like last weekend. So honestly, Jose, I don't know what I'm playing in Kansas City. Ira is the front runner right now, but I don't know for sure. I truly have no idea what I'm playing yet. Pitching these D-Reacts is weird. Yeah. Having Kadachis in the gravy does feel pretty good. Having Kadachis in the gravy does feel pretty good. Wasn't Volta the front runner for you? I don't know if it was ever necessarily the front runner, but it was like on the list of things I was debating playing. I mean, I like Volta, and I think Volta is cool. I just don't know if I can solve Volta enough between now and next weekend. Volta might be a ProQuest deck for me, though, to be honest. Of course I love the Kadachi lock. I've never ran from that. I've never said I don't love the Kadachi lock. I do love the Kadachi lock very, very much. Kadachi locking people's awesome. Bothers me zero to say that. I have zero shame about that. Did I block with the other dual threat and miss it or something? No? We just gotta be patient and wait our turn, I guess. Pitch the Fate for scene here. When it says no blocks, takes one. Oh, sure, that's fine. Okay. Yo, there's no shot. I was like, brother, there's no shot you are denying me the ability to undo. I mean, I think Volta lists will like become popular pretty quickly, but I don't know that I'll find one that I like enough is my problem. Like, I don't know that I'll find a flushed out like Volta list that I like. The one that I've been playing has felt pretty good, and I enjoyed it in the online armory, but Jake. Jake from KC, that's so funny. I like that. Kadachi lock is when your opponent is at 1, and all you have to have is a blue to be able to throw both of your Kadachis every turn. So when you go to 1, it is considered Kadachi lock because you are required to block Kadachis every single turn, no matter what. And that's what people mean by Kadachi lock. Hope that helps. These decks are designed to bring people to ties in tournaments. Oh, I mean, these, like, if you're talking about the Betsy deck, yeah, like, there's no, like, I don't think they're going to beat us, let alone win a tournament. Like, that's probably harsh to say, but, like, this Betsy deck has a 0% chance of ever winning a tournament. And they joined the competitive CCQ, like, just to try and ruin somebody's day. So we're going to pitch Throw Dagger to come in for 1 on Kadachi here. Decks like these were made for Microsoft Teams calls. Yo, what does that even mean? What does that even mean, bro? Do I like Betsy as a hero? Yes, absolutely, Amon. I think Betsy's a very fun hero. I love playing her. I just don't think she's very good in the meta right now. Yo! Hemlock Bruce, thank you so much for the Prime sub, dude. Hemlock, thank you so much. I really appreciate the Prime sub. Appreciate that a whole bunch. Means a lot. Let's try to get a little funny here. We're gonna try to get a little funny. I'm gonna come in for 3, and we're gonna try to get him with the Legacy of Ikaru, just to come over the top for 1. to try to obtain go again here. It's a very like cute play. It's probably not the best thing we could do here, but if they want to give up a D-React for this, I'm so okay with this. Yep. And then we'll come across for 1. Drink 'em Under the Table is a very cool card. I completely agree. I think there's a lot of cool cards that Betsy has access to. Like, she sucks. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Uh-oh. Well, the dual threat's not gonna work. Is there a world where this Nerves of Steel, like, actually gets the game for them? I don't know what I'm bringing, Sean. I don't know. So, Junus, I'm even more confused because I work from home all the time. Like, I work from home multiple days a week. I'm pretty sure we pitched attacks, right? Like things that matter. Well, I mean, Jake, like Soulbeat Strike is not really a way for like them to like shut our turn down. Soulbeat Strike is designed more to be a blue that turns on Kodachis that blocks 3 that can like have potential to do things throughout the game. Hey, what's up, Simper? How are you, buddy? She pitched it to turn, the other one went away. Okay, so yeah, so like, I mean, it is what it is. The problem is that like our go again card in Arsenal is cut through. Are there any pain in the backsides left in our deck? I don't think there are. I think we've played all of them. Yeah, all of the pain in the backsides are gone. Don't really know what the plan is from here. I'm not on red Soulbead, no. I'm just on blues because they're blue block 3s. I think they're trying to fatigue us, and to be honest, with this in play, it's possible now. Like, there's a world where we could get fatigued. It feels improbable, because I'm pretty sure... Now, we played both the Razors already? God, that sucks. I thought there was one more left, but I guess there's not. Hey. Yeah, we need, like, non-conditional go again. Like, I don't know that there's any non-conditional go again in the deck at this point. Is Nip at the Heels what we need? Censor's great, but it doesn't really help us here. Like, I'm content just throwing the Censor. Yeah, actually, Trent makes a really good point. Throw Dagger is where it's at. We're out of Upsticks and Run. I think we've played all 3 copies of Upsticks and Run. Let's... Yeah, so if we throw Dagger, we're just going to be down a Kodachi the rest of the game. God, using Throw Dagger to get this off the board is so counterintuitive for what we want to be doing with this. I mean, maybe our turn's just gonna have to be Kadachi, dual threat into like something for 8. They have to be out of D-Reacts now. I've watched them pitch at least one blue staunch, if not more, this game. It is probably going to be required of us to play, yeah. Like it's sadly probably just like we're just gonna be forced to play the throw dagger to get this off the board. I hate that that's where the game's at right now, but I think that's what has to happen. I wonder if I'm supposed to pitch the dual threat to. I don't know. We'll take. We have enough life to take another couple of draws here to like see what happens. Yeah, like they're running Midas Touch against us. They are 110% trying to fatigue us. Not gonna lie, I did not think this is what the stream was gonna be today, boys. I think we're just taking 6, right? I think we're just taking 6 here. This is an interesting deck. So I think I'm gonna go Kadachi, and we're gonna try to play Ikaru on the second Kadachi here is gonna be the plan. Hopefully they give up. Ooh, interesting. Okay. It's like I have no idea what's going on now. Okay, let's try this again. That is that round 1 loss into the doomed losers bracket of a calling type matchup, 100%. Like there's no world you have an opponent who like shows up to win the tournament playing this against you. It's just not a thing that happens. I want to play this. We're gonna see what they do. Hey, what's up, Damien? I mean, I personally just like Kadachi's better, but I think Edge of Autumn is like fine if you want to play Edge of Autumn. Blocking gauntlets is funny. We're just gonna Arsenal Sigil of Solace and pass. Well, it's official. The next time we draw a throw dagger, we're just playing it. We're just playing it. Because they blocked with Gauntlets of Iron Will. When this defends, the next time an attack would gain power this chain link, it gains that much -1. So if we give this +1 because of the Gauntlets, we're giving it +0. Oh, the first Kadachi? I probably should have. That was something I was not thinking about, Grant. Good catch. Opponent, you're already playing the worst deck in the format. Please, just click the fucking pass button. I guess we'll play this and then we'll Arsenal the Legacy. Hey, what's up, Will? How are you, buddy? I hate that I have to ask twice to close the combat chain. Like, just let me close the combat chain. I know what I want the combat chain to do. Yep, we're just going to block with a card. Can I get a game? Yeah, I'm down to play one after this, man. For sure, dude. It's got to be better than playing against this nonsense. Are you gonna play the list into me, Damien? Are you gonna play the list into me? Okay. And if you're willing to lose nerves still here, I'm more than happy to watch it go. You can only request to undo the last action so many times. Chill, brother, chill. We will be playing Legacy of Ikaru from Arsenal. Dude, I'm so excited to play against this, Damien. This should be so much fun, bro. You love to see it. You love to see it. I mean, yeah, they're going to put the third one into play. Thankfully, we were able to get rid of this without playing Throw Dagger. That means that we have 3 copies of Throw Dagger left in the deck that can get rid of the third Nervous of Steel, which is fine. We got rid of it. We got rid of it. Thank God. We're going to Arsenal the Legacy of Ikaru. We also have like multiple defense reactions coming back up, so yep, like these Sink Belows. LOL. I think we're going to cover this one up. I have no respect for the pummel in this matchup. None. That's right. Nerves of these nuts. Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Why won't you just die, opponent? Die. Dude, these kinds of games are no fun. Like, if this deck that our opponent was playing had real, like, play in the metagame, I would be fine with this. Because when I had to play against Oldhim, I took every game very seriously. Because Oldhim was a very real deck that people would play against you. I have no respect for this. None. Like, if you bring this to a tournament, you are actually just trying to ruin someone's day. I could never drag a game to 45 minutes by myself. Damien, I watched you play Dio at Nationals, like in a fatigue matchup, and you looked like you were ready to just like die, bro. Nah, brother. Not this time, sir. I agree. This is like super cringe what they're doing, but it is what it is, right? Not much we can do about it. What do you mean by that? This opportunity just to want to go to fatigue with no win con? No, I'm not talking about fatigue decks. Fatigue decks always exist in the game. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. We are going to throw dagger the first Kadachi. I really don't want to. What the hell? Oh, we can't do that. Shit. Because of the thing. Yeah. Never mind. We have to wait a turn. Fine, I'll do it next turn. Jesus. Jesus. Sure. Yeah, never mind. So we're gonna take 6 here and go to 11. We have access to 10 cards. They have access to 9 cards. Trent, I'm not sure what you're asking, brother, but we're about to get them right here. Like we're about to give this Nerves of Steel off the board with the last throw dagger in our hand. And if we don't have to play the throw dagger because Nip in the Heels gets them, then that's even better for us. We have a dual threat that I don't think we have any physical attacks left for. Like, I don't think there's any left in the deck. Oh, dude. It's been so past time in the round, it's crazy. This is cute, opponent. Oh yeah, no, I mean if they had like literally just been if they had just been throwing gauntlets and like other things with Nerves of Steel in play in front of my Kodachis, they're in such a better spot. Yeah, we have no attacks left. We have no attacks left. I'm gonna have to put no, and then they're gonna have to do it. Now try it. It was bugged. Let me type! Like, hey, I know. What if I just did the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result? Okay. It was bugged. They were trying to undo one time, but it just bugged a bunch of times. And I just like, I'm trying to tell you how to fix it. Like, just stop floundering for 5 seconds and let me show you how to fix it. We're fine. We're fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. This is fine. We're fine. So I guess we should have blocked. I should have blocked with more blues throughout the game. I'm actually very excited to play our game, Damien, because it's going to be a lot of fun. I think our game is going to be a lot of fun. Well, we're not going to be able to get our opponent to the Kodachi lock. The crazy part is if we can get him to 2, we can win the game. We just have to be able to get our opponent to 2. Yes. just a little grumpy this morning. I am. I'm very frustrated with my opponent. Like, this is the deck that you play to literally just try and ruin someone's day. This is not like you don't win 2 games at a calling, or you don't win 2 games at a fucking ProQuest with this deck. Like, so yeah, I'm pretty annoyed that like we queued into competitive CC looking to test, and this is what it looks like when I crash out. Yeah, Ahmad, our opponent's playing a fatigue Betsy strategy that has 0 intentions of winning the game other than running me out of cards. And at this point, if we were playing in a real tournament, I would stop every turn and I would start thinking. Why? Because fuck you. That's why. Like, straight up. There's 0 intention, like, of me ever playing the game to let you win at this point. So beware. If you ever bring a fatigue non-competitive deck, I am going to sit down and it is fuck you to the end of the line. And I'm sorry, guys. I know this is not normally like a side of me you see, but I cannot stand people like this. I hope they're laughing. I hope they're enjoying what they're getting out of this. Yeah, you're right. I could just leave and get another game, and we're not far from it. You're right. I am making myself upset. And thank you so much for pointing it out. That's making me feel so much better. Oh. Bringing Fatigue Betsy to our next armory. Bro, I swear. If anybody sits down with this shit from front of me from now on, it is 1010% just try to run you out of cards time. All right, I'm leaving. I'm not even going to concede. They can sit there. Like, I hate when people leave games and don't concede because it makes you sit there forever. But if you want to win that badly, then fucking sit there, bro. Anyway, after I've completely crashed out on stream, Damien, let's play a game, dude. I'm going to play Classic Constructed so you can take things back if you want to, Damien. And by that, I mean, it'll probably be me taking things back. Let me find... All right. Damien, I sent you the game, brother, whenever you're ready. I don't know that I've ever, like, completely just crashed out like that on stream. I think this might be the first time that I've ever just, like, actually crashed out on stream. So, sorry for that, guys. Probably more cussing here than probably in the entirety of me streaming. This guy kisses their dad right on the mouth with tongue with plays like that. Oh, guys, all seriousness, if you want to play that, like, play that. Like, play whatever you want. I'm just bitter. I'm just being bitter. All right, we have a Victor Sideboard game plan. I'm going to play like this is normal Victor and not like I'm playing into Damien because I know what kind of nonsense he's on. All right. So we cut Whirling Mist Blossom. Well, I think we're supposed to cut Whirling Mist Blossom because we're not playing Mask of Momentum. Or we're playing Mask of Momentum, so I think we're supposed to cut this. I think is the idea here. What does he have a sideboarding in? So he has a sideboarding like this. This is how Aaron has a sideboarding? I mean, let's try it and see what happens. I'm very skeptical. I won't lie. I'm very skeptical. I mean, I guess we can just Arsenal the Whirling Mist Blossom. The Ira deck is a lot of fun. The Ira deck's really cool. Oh, hey! A miss! You love to see it, but that means there's a test of strength in hand for next turn. Sad. If you're going to play it, at least play it right and not slowly with undo every turn. I mean, yeah, there were definitely turns where I wanted my opponent to play faster. Somebody said that this is like the deck you pair into when you owe one at a calling, and it's like, this is so accurate. It's like it's so accurate. Oh yeah, take 7. This hand's awesome. I love how awesome this hand is. Like, we have Whirling Mist Blossom with the Razor, so if Damien doesn't block, like, a card and Gauntlets or 2 cards, like, we're in a very good spot here. And honestly, even if we get Test of Iron Gripped here, I'm okay with that. Then God said cringe, kill yourself. I mean, bro. Facts. Draws a Perennial Crush? Sure. 3, go again. 3, go again. And then we'll just play Kadachi and Arsenal the Razor Reflex here. Yo, Damien's on some sauce, bro. Damien's on like a very cool build of Victor right now. Honestly, probably does very well into us. Ew, what is his hand? His hand is gross, bro. Reactions. Let's bottom this. This is fine. So I think we're just gonna... pitch Sigil to play this. I think I'm okay with this exchange. And if there's a Test of Iron Grip in Damien's hand, it does nothing. Is this the Shoma list? No, this is not the Shoma list. There are a lot of overlap cards, but this is not specifically the Shoma list. Duke, this is not the Shoma list. Guys, by the way, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Just remember, if you are here for the first time and you're new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new, and they are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves in the chat. I would love to get to know you guys. Also, if you're new, like, follow, subscribe, all those free buttons. It goes a long way in helping me out. I would greatly appreciate it. This hand's awesome. I can block like this and play out our hand. Seems good. Test of Iron Grip would be an absolute blowout here. Oh, I did this wrong. I was supposed to break these first. I was, in fact, supposed to break those first. Damien wins a Might token with a Thunderquake. We have a Razor on top. We are going to play the dual threat here. And then it's going to be 7 go again. Wait, what? Oh, shit. We have to throw this first. I'm a bag none. Everybody ignore me. You can't understand how creamed my jeans were after seeing the Rhinar Armory deck. You know what, Trent? Actually, I believe it. I firmly believe it. Lip, we lost the Betsy game, and on top of that, I completely crashed out. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very surprised that Damien was willing to sit on that card. I would have assumed he was gonna play that the second I cracked those, but our turn feels kind of mid. I think we'll just take 5 here. Favorite scene sucks. Sorry, y'all, it's doomed. LOL. That's hilarious, bro. I do hope that the Rhinar Armory deck is pretty cool. I think I've introduced myself, but my name's Duke. Majin got me into Fab because I was both looking for a new card game after Lord of the Rings, and he talked about how Kano played. My favorite hot dog toppings are mustard, relish, maybe chili. Okay, well, Duke, let's go, dude. Majin Bay's awesome. He's really cool. I was like, he's a great person to have get you into the game 100%. So, dude, welcome to the channel and thanks for being here, man. Glad you're here and chilling with us. Wait, what?
Let's freaking
That's not what I
go.
wanted.
You love to see it.
That is not what I wanted at all. Also, Duke, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Error, talking about the likes. Dude, error, thank you. The other card will be put on top. Okay, so I'm picking which one gets banished. Okay, that's why I have to read. Hey, what's up, Brick? How are you, buddy? This is probably the weirdest use of Razor Reflex I have ever used in my life. I don't think I've ever used Razor that way. So we're going to block here, and then we're going to give the Favor Scene. I think we're going to leave that on top. We go back to 21, and then we're going to have a pretty good value turn here. We're going to go Kodachi into 7. Trounce into Clash of Might. Probably do Clash of Might first, I imagine. That's what I would do. I don't think it would be that ironic. I think Victor's a good deck. And also, Damien's deck is, like, built to, like, beat up on aggro decks. He's about to have 4 freaking Might tokens for next turn, bro. This is, like, what Damien's deck is designed to do. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool deck. Yeah. We are just going to block it out here. If it's pummel, it's pummel. It would feel bad, but I think just taking the turn off is fine because it gives Damien a chance to draw some like clunky cards, like Clash cards that do nothing because we have no cards in hand. So I could go Dagger, E-Strike for 6, into Dual Threat, Mist Blossom for 6. We have to take quite a bit to do it, unfortunately, but why is Humble not included in more decks? I'm personally not playing Humble because I like Sirens of Safe Harbor more. They kind of just do the same thing. Yeah, we'll just throw E-Strike for 7. A little unfortunate. Blocks with a red Wallop and a Trounce. Hits a Wallop off the top. And we have a Sink Below on top, which is kind of nice. And what did he draw into? Clash of Vigor. There's a red Clash of Vigor in Damien's hand. He could just throw for value here, I guess. I think it's bittersweet you're losing to your beloved horse. I mean, definitely could be seen that way for sure. Okay. I mean, Damien's had Command and Conquer on like possibly the worst turns in the world. Like CNC feels really bad there because we could have like given up a card and sync on almost any other attack and been fine. And then we're going to have to put Command and Conquer on the bottom here. Yeah, we're going to have to put Command and Conquer on the bottom here. We're going to say no blocks. We're going to play the Sink Below, and we're going to put CNC on the bottom. It's not exactly what we were looking for. I guess with Tunic it works, though. We're going to come in for 5. Ah! Drop my shuffling cards. I dropped my shuffling cards. Yes, those are the order that my shuffling cards go in. And from here, we get to break the combat chain, play dual threats, pain in the backside for 6 going in. On hit, we flick a Kodachi, and then it's going to be dagger Kodachi for 4. Another Clash of Might means there's going to be another Might token for Damien. And then we are going to come across the board for 4 here. Down 15 points. It's not looking good. It is not looking good, boys. This version of Victor that Damien's put together is really fun. It's very interesting. And here, we're just going to go Kodachi, Kodachi, Censor. Humble being a 2-block is like a reason that I think it doesn't get included a lot in a lot of decks. I think that definitely makes people more skeptical of it. And then the Censor. I mean, we've already seen 2 Command and Conquers, so I'm probably not going to... I'll probably name Spinal Crush if this hits. Like, it's probably just Spinal Crush. Yeah, Damien's on a very, very spicy deck. He's on a really cool deck. I think Spinal Crush is our best name. If he wants to throw that red Clash of Vigor he just threw at us, that's fine. We will block 6. It's going to be Kodachi, Kodachi, Torrent of Tempo here. Okay, or it's going to be Kodachi, Kodachi. Ooh. You're telling me there's a chance. Sag. Sag. Hey, what's up, Lucas? How are you, buddy? Drawing into the Spinal Crush too? Man, big Sag. One sad Zach. I think we're just gonna block 8 here. We'll stay at 9, and then we will Arsenal to sink below. I think is gonna be the plan here. Taking a turn off might be good for us with how Damien's deck lines up a lot. Could also not matter. Like, he could just have gas here. Dude, I swear. He has had Command and Conquer at possibly the worst times in the world. Like, the worst times in the world. We are going to go Dagger into CNC for 7 here. We're going to force a little bit of that awkwardness back at Damien, hopefully. Damien just jams Clash of Vigor and Clash of Might in front of this. Cranial Crush, yep, beats our stab wound every time. Yeah, dude, happy to, man. I don't think this 2 cards for 2 cards trade is favoring us. It's definitely not. I could not agree with you more. This is going very poorly for us. I think we're going to have a play with this. Like, if we're gonna get back into this game, we're gonna have a play with the Whirling Mist Blossom here, I think. So we're gonna go Kodachi, Kodachi, and we're gonna play Rowdy Locals. Let's banish the Golden Sun. I would rather have to just jam 2 cards in front of this. Yeah, I was like, I'm actually okay with this. Okay. Draw into the Spinal Crush and then play the Spinal Crush. Sure. So we're going to take 3. We are getting fatigued here. So normally Victor is a favored matchup for us, but Damien's on a very special version of this deck. That like does this in a lot of ways. Normally we're favored in a Victor. I mean, not winning clashes, like we're playing against Victor. We're not supposed to win clashes, Josh. Like, that's how it goes, bro. We're not supposed to win clashes. It's been a rough day at the office today. I won't lie to you guys. It's been a rough day at the office today. 0-2 on a Saturday morning. About to be 0-3 probably. And by probably, I mean like very clearly about to be 0-3. Thank God Damien took 1 there, because if he didn't, we were 30 kinds of done. Oh, that actually lines up pretty well for us. 9 go again. Not bad. It's probably the best thing we've done all game, to be honest. And then Gadachi for 4. Carly's not coming to play golf this afternoon, although Carly does normally kick my ass at golf. I'm going to play golf with my dad and my brother this afternoon. But yes, Carly does normally kick my ass at golf. We'll block like this, I guess. How are there still Clash of Figures in your deck? How are there still Clash cards here? Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Joke's on you, big fella. Yeah. How about that? Damien just put Haw in the chat because he knew. Oh, man. Dude, this is rough today, bro. This has been a day at the office of all time. We got him with the snag, though. We got him with the snag. All right. Well, I'm convinced we can win a game playing Ira today. So we lost to Slippy round 1, our first match today, because I played very poorly down the stretch and we drew very, very awkwardly early on. We want to go second against Levia. And then we lost to Fatigue Betsy, which made me want to commit homicide. And then we just lost to Damien playing his cool new deck. Are you actually going to play into us, opponent? Oh, I know, right? I was actually kind of hoping to see that as well. Ira's clearly not a morning person. That's funny. This feels like an interesting matchup. Hello. Good luck and have fun, opponent. Let's see. I think I have a Fang sideboard plan. I sure do. We are going second. We are playing Miss Blossom. Skeptical, but we'll see what happens. We're on Erase Faces. We're on Fate for Scenes. We are on Shelters. We are on Up Sticks and Run, and we're going to cut a Snag so that we're playing an even 60. I'm curious to see how Whirling Miss Blossom fills this game. Also, guys, thanks for being here and hanging out today. I know that 0-3 is probably not what you guys came to be. 0-3 is probably not what you guys came to hang out for, so I appreciate you guys being here. Even though I am 0-3, it means a lot. Ooh, Kabuto is kind of spicy. Kabuto is kind of spicy. You activated my trap card, Yugi boy. Command and Conquer for 7. Judas, what got me into Fab was 110% the Estonian Fab community, who are just amazing people, and I don't really eat hot dogs. I mean, I love hot dogs personally, but no shame, dude. No shame for not eating hot dogs, brother. I completely get that. Well, dude, Judas, thanks for being here, man. I'm glad you're hanging out with us. I'm glad you're chilling with us. Glad you're part of the Flesh and Blood community, man. I was like, it is a phenomenal community and a great game, so. I was going to boot up Gravy, but I really didn't want to give you a free win. I mean, bro, if you've been watching today, we could take all the help we can get today, bro. All the help we can get today. What is this hand? Just normal hands. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm not. We just want some normalcy around here, bro. I'm just came to support and talk shit. Well, dude, thanks, man. Thanks, Josh. I mean, Josh, you're consistently here to talk shit, so I'll give you that, dude. Like, you're always here to talk shit, so. We're just gonna start renaming the streams on Saturday to Crash Out Saturday. It was a very interesting hand. I guess you're not wrong, Noel. We did want to see our defense reactions. I think we might be taking that a little too literally in this context, but sure, you're right. I do want to see my defense reactions. Sideboard working as planned. Sideboard is doing something. I was like, I assume they want to play a reaction here. Not they should have blocked more, I think. No blocksies. If they have like an affirm loyalty here, it feels bad. Sound the Alarm? No, I'm not on Sound the Alarm and Ira. I was on Sound the Alarm and Syndra, but I don't think I've ever been on Sound the Alarm and Ira. I don't think that's ever been in the deck. I think I'm okay with this, and if they have something else, we have Fate to protect ourselves, but I think this is fine. We're gonna go Kodachi, Whirling Mist Blossom for 3. Kodachi, use Tunic for Sensor. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna use the Sensor. Aaron was telling me about this the other day, and he said I'm using Tunic as an extender too much. Losing to Betsy means nothing. You're never gonna run into it in a tourney. I mean, yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree. Like, yeah, like you're 100% correct. And if I do, I'm way more locked in when I play in tournaments. Like when I stream, I like try to be like locked in when I play games, but most of the time I just end up chatting with you guys, so I end up not being as locked in. But when I'm at a tournament, like I'm very focused. Like I'm very dialed into what I'm doing. kind of want to just play the dual threat here. I'm kind of thinking that we're going to block with Sirens of Safe Harbor. And then we're going to use this. Carly thought it was so bad she needed to come cheer me up. She came in here and just playing lizard videos right now. It's not coming through the thing, but thank you, baby. Oh, that's funny. I think this is a pretty good hand to block, and we can try to play the dual threat here. Or maybe I'm just supposed to go Kodachi Arsenal this. Sure. This is just damage. I'm okay with this. I left expecting the Betsy game to still be on. Dude. Thank God it's not, bro. If you guys have ever wondered what it looks like when I crash out, you guys should just go check out that game. Because I gotta tell you, that was 100% what it looks like. I crashed out hard during that game. Affirm Loyalty gives the third fealty, which kind of sucks. We'll cover this up. We'll bottom this. I think this will be better late. Lizard videos are pog. I completely agree. Well, all hands were bad, and it does not do well into Betsy. That would be like the funniest thing to say to someone ever. Well, oh man, that's hilarious. I love that so much. Are you going to play Riftbound? I might play Riftbound. I like to dabble with other games here and there. I spend a lot of my time playing Flesh and Blood, if I'm being honest. I practice Flesh and Blood a lot, but I do like to dabble in other games 100%. God, we have to fill this out, and then we lost to Betsy. Victor, we went first against Victor, and we lost. And now we're playing against Fang. We went we went second against Fang. Pretty sure we went second in this matchup. Hey, what's up, Thomas? How are you, buddy? All right, so our opponent's just planning to take 2 here, which is perfectly fine. Kind of surprised to see them play Shelter here. Oh, they're discarding it. Intriguing. Riftbound will probably just make me sad. Like dating an ex's sibling. Yo, what? Yo, pause, dude. Alright, so we're going to Arsenal the dual threat, and we're going to try to set up and get a little aggressive here. Blocking with the equipment is a pretty telling sign that I have plans to try and put this turn together here, but that's okay. I don't really care. This one is going to be for 5. I mean, blocking with Kabuto would be a pretty heads-up block here, to be honest. Blocking with Kabuto would be a really heads-up block. Yo, Trent, what? Resume. You know I'm right. I mean, listen, I didn't say you were wrong. No, don't pause. That's fire. Hey, Colby, what's up, buddy? I understand this statement. Lord of the Rings was a total banger, or Legends of Runeterra. I don't know why I always interpret that as Lord of the Rings. Like, I see LOR and my brain just Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Rings. Ah, that's not what I wanted. Dual threat. And then it's going to be Kodachi for 4. We need this Kodachi to hit. If it doesn't, it's going to feel pretty bad. Now the damage has been dealt. We're going to activate Iris, get a Whirling Mist Blossom, use Tunic, and then it's going to be Whirling Mist Blossom for 6. Or, I'm sorry, for 5. I always forget that this is a 1 for 2. So we do get a card out of hand, which is fine. It was a pretty good turn. I just got in mid-Betsy game. Dude, the Betsy game... The Betsy game was so frustrating. It was so frustrating. We're just going to say no blocks here. Searing Gaze and this. Sure. So we're going to take 6 to 31. Thank you for that moment, dude. I'm glad I could assist. I'm glad I could assist. I'm glad that my rage could assist everybody. We're just going to fall down to 24. And then our turn is going to be Upsticks, Kodachi, Sirens of Safe Harbor. I want to Arsenal the Command and Conquer. I want to have another good Command and Conquer play. Like, at some point, they will Arsenal a card, and I would like to be able to sit on the Command and Conquer for a minute. Hey, Aaron, what's up, dude? You are just a dude. Aaron, brother. If you're looking for somebody to, like, sell your deck and how to play it, dude, this ain't the stream, bro. This ain't the stream. It's been a rough day at the office, Aaron. I lost to a fatigue Betsy earlier, bro. Like, please, I mean, if you want to watch me crash out, go back and watch that game. But otherwise, I would not watch that game, dude. Tough. Sure. Hey, Bob, what's up, buddy? Yes, we are 0-3. So, Aaron, we played a game against Slippy earlier. I think I had some of, like, possibly the worst possible draws I've ever had with the deck. And then we lost to a fatigue Betsy, who was on, like, just pure hard fatigue. That's all they were doing. And the third Nerves of Steel got us. So that was kind of sucked. And then we just lost to the Thunk Victor, actually. Damien just played Thunk Victor into us, and I wanted to cry myself to sleep. He outvalued us at every turn cycle, bro. We got all the bad luck out today for Kansas City. I like the way you think. Command and Conquer for 7. Better play Thunk Victor, I guess. Yo, Aaron, with mad shade this morning, dude. It's not even lunch and we're already throwing shade. Oh. You're 0-2 in my eyes. The Betsy game was not a real game. Thanks, Rose. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, it's a game. I'm going to put it on my testing log because I like to keep up with stuff like that. I like to keep up with those kinds of games. Yo, Paul Zarino, big dog. Chill. Let's leave this on top. This is fine. We have a pretty offensive hand. I'm pretty okay with just keeping this. You were playing fake decks like Nerves of Steel Betsy and Mono Clash Victor. I mean, yeah, we've played one what I would consider real game today, if I'm being honest, Aaron. And we drew possibly the worst hands I've ever seen at the beginning of the game. It was pretty weird.
You love to see it.
Spag Hetty, what an interesting name. Thank you for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate that a whole bunch. Guys, if you are here for the first time and you are new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when you're new. And they are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves. I would love to get to know more about you guys. Up sticks and run. Banger. I mean, but it was not spelled like spaghetti. Spaghetti. Dude, let me tell you. I'm going to tell everybody this. You guys have probably learned this at this point. If you come and hang out and like your name is intricate and like I don't know how to pronounce it naturally, it gets like phonetic. I just phonetic the shit out of that thing, bro. Like phonetic the shit out of that. When I do not know how to pronounce something, I just start like trying to sound it out in my head like I'm a toddler. Was the hand of all time. I'm Eddie and I love spaghetti. Hence the name. Let's go, dude. Well, I love it. It's a very fun name, that's for sure. That is for sure. Yikes. We've also only seen one dual threat in 9 turns, which is kind of weird. Dude, let me tell you, that county school education, man. That county school education. It's something else, brother. It's something else. I think I'm just trying to get to dual threat. Like, I think we're just churning through the deck trying to get to dual threat at this point is like all we're really after here. Excuse me.
You love to see it.
Yo, let's go. Boris, the champ. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that whole bunch. Remember, guys, the same 3 questions, they go for everybody. If you are here for the first time and you're new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody. What's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Just got into Flesh and Blood 2 months ago playing Ira? Okay, dude. Well, let's go. Welcome to the club. Ira's a lot of fun. I think I'm playing Ira in Kansas City next weekend. Even though I'm not very good at it, it appears. Even though I'm not very good at it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not very good. Too old for streaming. What a name. I absolutely love that name. Yo, thank you so much for the Prime sub, dude. That name is so funny. I love that name. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. I really appreciate it. This is also the first erase face we've seen all game, I'm pretty sure. I think this is fine. I'm not going to sink anything. I think I'm okay just doing this. In your sideboard guide you sent to me, you had Iris in this matchup, so that's what I'm playing. You've had Iris in a couple of matchups that I'm pretty skeptical of, but I've just tried it just to see. Oh, so we were just getting cooked no matter what this turn. Cool, 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 cool. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Cool. Cool. Just started on Ira after seeing your video? Oh, dude, let's go. That's awesome, man. I love that. Are we supposed to just get, like, super aggressive here and, like, play the Bittering Thorns? Because, like, the odds of us being able to play a dual threat out at this point feels not very good. Okay. Yeah, we've went 11 turns and seen 1 dual threat and 0 copies of Erase Face. It's pretty interesting. Our draws have been all over the place today. Oh, yo, a codex journal giveaway? Yo, Thomas, dude, if you want to do a giveaway, man, I'm down. I mean, let's ask everybody hanging out. Guys, do you want to do a codex journal giveaway? Thomas out here just like man of the people offering product giveaways, dude. Hey, cool. It didn't matter. Yo. My man said, wait, I like free stuff. Oh, man. Okay, we drew 1 on turn 11. We drew 1 on turn 11. I would love a cool, trendy way to take notes and improve my flesh and blood. Dude, let's go. Aaron gets it. Yo, Yoshi, you don't want free stuff. Who doesn't want free stuff, dude? Who does not want free stuff? Are we just blocking everything here? Okay. Feels bad, but I think it's better than letting them draw a card. Yo, I don't think Thomas is giving out 87 codex journals. Well, free to set the rules. Otherwise, I'll ask the people to chant the name Betsy. Yo, Thomas, it's too soon, bro. It's too soon. I'm here for it. Let's do one here in a minute. Like, we'll set up a code word. I'll set up a keyword in chat, guys. If you are watching on Twitch currently, in order to do giveaways, they need to be done on YouTube. So you can do !YT to get a link to my YouTube. But if you want to be in the giveaway that's coming up here, make sure you're on YouTube here. After this game, we'll do a giveaway. I'll just let the people in whatever Discord I'm in yell and scream at me for making wrong plays. Brick, the only 2 times we've played, you've like juiced me, bro. You've absolutely juiced me. I mean, we're probably dead. Oh, we're not dead? Is there like a 0 for 4 following this up? There it is. There it is. Brick is very funny. I like Brick a lot. Brick absolutely juiced me from 11 one time. Actually, a couple of times. We're just going to let this 4 come through. I've lost this game. I'm not going to drag it out. Man. Oh. Sometimes you just got to take a breath and take a mental reset. We are 0-4. Guys. We are 0-4 today. Honestly, like it's pretty tilting, but I'm honestly not even mad. Like at this point, it's just kind of funny. Let's see. Betsy notes. What did we even play against? Nerves of Steel Fatigue. Victor. Palooza put us in the spin cycle. We got fatigued, but was also getting out valued every cycle. Against Fang. I mean, I drew pretty normal hands against Fang, to be honest. Like, I drew pretty normal hands against Fang. Like, it was okay. I drew pretty normal hands, I feel like, but I don't know. More than likely played bad because I was 0-3 into this game. Good time to take a breath and reset before the next match. Okay. Back to Victor, bro, dude. I mean, I don't know. We could play Victor in Kansas City. I really don't want to let one game or one day's worth of games throw me off of what I want to play. Okay, guys, if you are hanging out, if you're on Twitch, make your way over to YouTube. We're gonna do a giveaway for Codex Turtles. I gotta log in to my actual thing. I mean, the good news, Damien, is that if I do decide to play that deck, I can make a very last-minute pivot and it'll be fine. Let's log into YouTube using... what's this guy called? I can't remember what he's called. Nightbot. That's what he's called. My cousin Ben hates Nightbot. He's convinced he's going to become sentient. Which, I mean, to be fair, I don't know. Alright, let's take a look at giveaways. Let's use a keyword. So our keyword that we're going to use, yeah, anybody can participate in this. Okay. It's going to be Betsy. All you have to do is type Betsy in the chat, and we're doing this because we love Thomas so much. Type Betsy in the chat, and we'll be doing a Codex Journal giveaway. If you guys do not know what the Codex Journal is, while we're doing this, the Codex Journal is a phenomenal product that helps you keep track of your game. You can keep up with all of your notes over here on this side. It also lets you keep up with life totals over here on this side. So you can actually take notes about the game beforehand, and then you can flip it over so all you see is life totals, so you don't have to worry about your opponent thinking you're taking notes during the match, which is kind of nice. And then you can even take comments down here about how you did, any conclusions from the matchup. You have all kinds of cool things you can do. So, if you have not seen the product, you now know what the product is. Remember, we are typing Betsy in the chat to be... Excuse me. We are typing Betsy in the chat to be able to be entered in this giveaway. And if you are on Twitch, make your way over to YouTube, !YT in the chat to be entered. I'm going to give it just a minute. And Noel, dude. And Noel, you can miss me, bro. There's all kinds of games in here. I have tons of games in my journal, bro. Tons of games. I actually got a new one for Singapore, and so I retired this one, and I use it to talk about because it's got some blank pages in the very, very back that I use. Betsy testing win? Bro, miss me. Miss me. Miss me with that trash. Just gotta call you out for proof. Man, could you imagine pushing a product you don't actually use? Like, I have my Codex Journal in my backpack at all times. I don't use it at armories, admittedly, but I do use it at, like, ProQuest, RTNs, almost anything else above that. All right. Let's do it. It's been a minute. Let's run this giveaway. All right. It says there are 35 of you guys entered. Let's do it. Choose a winner. And our winner is Sandeep. Sandeep Sefi. I really hope I said that right. Yo, I hope it popped up in chat. Yes, it did. Sandeep, you won the giveaway. Dude, congratulations, Sandeep, on winning a Codex Journal. So what we do is, Sandeep, shoot me a message on Discord. Shoot me like just a DM on Discord, and I will get you taken care of. I'll work with Thomas to make sure that we get everything so that you can get that sent over to you. So just shoot me a DM on Discord, and we'll get you taken care of, brother. We will get you taken care of. All right. Yeah, we're done with the giveaway. We'll log back into Twitch so that we can keep running commands for you guys over on Twitch. Yep, there we go. Okay, perfect. All right. We got one more game. It's 11:34. We got one more game before I'm going to cut the stream off for today. We are going to get a win. We're going to get a win, guys. I can feel it. Me at Majors. Hey, you cool if we use my phone? I like the pretty pictures. Yo, Wally, that's wild, dude. Oh my god, dude. If I lose to this, I will be eating myself off a bridge. Like, there will be no golf this afternoon. It'll just be me. having a hot dog, and I'm going to take a picture for you guys on the way down off the bridge. All right. How do we board this matchup? We have cut-throughs. We have 2 favor scenes, pain in the backsides. We are not on Sigil or Shelter, and we're not on a race face, and we're playing 60. All right, this is it. We're going second, which is what we want to do in this matchup. For the love of God, let's get there. For the love of God, please, let us win a game. Just one. If you lose this, it's Jover, dude. Armory today? No, I'm not coming to the Armory today. I'm playing golf with my dad and my brother, Nathaniel. I will not be there today. Nathaniel, you going to Kansas City, bro? I think I asked you this already, but are you going to KC? Blanche is very good against Gravy. It is very, very good against Gravy. You are 100% correct. Ew, brother, ew. Well, we got to clear the board here. I mean, this hand does not play offense very well, so we got to do what we got to do. This is tough. Maybe it's time to join the dark side. What's the dark side, Michael? What's the dark side? Slippy? Might just be saving for possible Japan. I'm very excited for Japan. We're going to play Legacy of Ikaru to get this off the board. I guess I'm okay with arsenaling Warmongers. Who thought this card was okay? Who thought this was okay? Oh my God. We're totally crashing out today. Totally crashing out today. We're dunsies. We're dunsies. I'm cutting the stream off right now. Oh my God. Anyway. No, I know. I know he didn't activate, but I wanted to kill it, Brick. I wanted to get Chum off the board. I think I'll just take one here. I don't think this really matters. Dude, getting juiced. Clip it. So... how are we doing this? There has to be a hand that's actually good here.
Let's.
Hey, Quapki! Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate that a whole bunch. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hang on. Let's think. Let's not just like tilt into oblivion. Let's think about how we can win this game. If I block with like this, feels like a very good Iris turn. If I take 5, I pitch a dual threat to Kadachi. I play up 6 and run, pitch dual threat to Kadachi. And then we attack Chum, and we play the Nip at the Hills, and then we don't have a way to kill the Anka. If I take 5, I have to break these, right? Like, I have to do this to be able to make my turn work, which I think is fine. I think we're going to tutor a Whirling. I think we're going to use the equipment, and we're going to tutor up a Whirling. So we're going to... I don't want to discard the dual threat, so I think we're just going to go ahead and discard the up 6 and run. I wonder if I'm supposed to hit this. This is wrong. I found a better line here. Nope, that's not what I want either. It's attack Chum, pitching this. And then now we're going to throw this at the Anka. So that we can get it off the board. I think this is what we want to do. Wonder if Wally's going to activate this. We're going to break the combat chain. It's going to be dual threat. I mean, you did call it, Michael. You did call it. We're going to hit the Anka for 4. We're going to activate Iris, discard this. Search up Whirling Mist Blossom. Whirling Mist Blossom goes at Chum for 5. Yeah, the silence was deafening. I agree, Bing. The silence there was deafening. 2 of those is crazy. Let's do theirs first. Not that it really matters, I don't think, but... We've already gotten the effect off a dual threat. Let's just play Warmongers. We just got to clear this out of our arsenal, I think. We've drawn some real interesting stuff. We're going to pick War. We're going to Arsenal the Sink Below. We're just going to block 6. E-strike for 7 and pass. Okay. Well, we have 2 fearless confrontations out of the way early. So that's good. Yeah, they're playing CNC and Gravy, which I've seen. Like, that's not, like, completely unheard of, but it's not something I see a ton of. Blood in the water? Okay. Discard an Oyston? I mean, that's fine. I don't really care about that thing at all. So we're going to attack this once. Going to attack this a... No, that's not right. Sorry, opponent. I guess we're going to attack them. I should have pitched the Vapor Scene to start. Would have been better. Yeah, there's been a few lists that are playing. There's been a few lists that are playing it. Oh, no crazy things this time? This is not worth it using Iris on. I definitely should have pitched the Vapor Scene here because there's a possibility we get stuck with 2 of these in hand. It's in hand again. I can feel it. Well, the good news is that if they did have it, we had Legacy in hand, so it was fine. Okay. Well, I guess we will. Just cause. Just cause. Yeah, Talishar has not been my friend with this build. We'll take 3 here. Throw Kodachi at Rigor Mortis, and then we will... And then we'll throw Kodachi at Rigor Mortis, Bittering Thorns at them, and then Kodachi at them. Yeah, I don't think I care about the Oyston at all. I'm pretty sure this is just like in every other matchup. We just leave the Oyston in play. Bittering Thorns for 5 at our opponent. We'd like for them to block. And then we'll attack them for 2, and we'll Arsenal the Sink Below and pass. He was on 2 CNC? Yeah, so I've definitely seen, like, people playing it. It's, like, I feel like it's not in every list, but it's there. Like, people are playing it. I think I'm pretty willing to take 2 here. They discard a Sawbones. We'll block 3 here. Gotta bolt the Oyston? Dude, bolt the bird. Bolt the bird is something I did a lot when I played Magic. I played Burn a lot, so I was always like, just bolt this, bolt that. Like, Searing Blaze the bird is where it's at. Searing Blaze the bird is where it's at. They just pitched their last Fearless confrontation. That's kind of good. Okay. Double Sawbones could be a problem, to be honest. We tried Blanche and Ira, or you don't need it in a gravy. I was on it originally. Aaron had it in the list up front, but I think Aaron decided we don't need it since then. I think they're saving their hook activation for something else, if I'm being honest. Yeah, like I think they're saving it for the Sawbones attack. I think we're just going to play the Sink Below and put the sensor on the bottom. Okay. So we're going to go Kodachi at them. See if they activate Sawbones or not. I'm curious to know if they do. And then it's going to be Whirling Mist Blossom. We're going to discard Censor. Or Iris of the Blossom, sorry. Whirling Mist Blossom is the name of the card. We're going to attack Sawbones with Whirling. Was a lot of sensors. Was a lot of sensors. And then we're going to attack them with Kodachi. And then I'm going to pitch a Sirens and Tunic to throw Command and Conquer. And force the issue, and we'll Arsenal Command and Conquer. Alright. I think this is fine. They did get value out of balance, which makes sense, but still feels a little bad. On-demand Pot of Greed's not bad. We'll probably just get 2 cards here. I mean, getting Prismatic Leyline feels kind of nice. Because technically, we're still down 3 points. Like, we got to be careful. We're not exactly, like, in the driver's seat of this game. This game's been a very weird one. This is the last Whirling Mist Blossom. That's also the last of their Chart the High Seas. Yeah, I think I'm just okay with taking 2 here. Block with Nip at the Heels and Vapor Scene? Probably. Try to make this hand work out here. 1 ship down. Oh, Conqueror of the High Seas? I mean, Conqueror of the High Seas is, like, fine, right? Like, it's not the end of the world. Normally, I like to save my equipment as long as I can to be able to block it. Because it allows me to go, like, 2 cards in equipment if I want to. Or it allows me to go, like, card 1 equipment and defense reaction. So there's multiple options there. Back alley break line's pretty good. Activate Dead Threads. Chum and Sawbones is obnoxious. Chum and Sawbones together is very obnoxious. Can I play my Ira against you? So Ryan, this is going to be the last game that I play today. But I will be streaming tomorrow. So if you're around tomorrow, I'd be down to play Ira, like the Ira mirror for sure. We're going to attack them with Kadachi. Okay, sure. Ooh. And they choose to play the hook, block with the hook. I mean, hopefully we draw something we can throw. We're spending a lot of cards to deal with this Chum, which kind of sucks, but... And then we're just going to Arsenal the up 6 and run. And then we can block with Whirling Mist Blossom whenever we want to. Because that's... Or we can block with Iris of Mist Blossom. Iris of the Blossom. Arsenal up 6 and run. This hand's fine. Okay. We'll just block like this, and then we'll give the Vapor Scene. Leave that on top, absolutely. We're streaming around the same time tomorrow. Would love to get a game if you're down. I play Fang if you're interested. Yeah, I'm definitely down. I don't know what time I'll stream tomorrow. It probably won't be as early. It probably won't be as early tomorrow, but I will be streaming tomorrow. It'll be earlier in the day, but I went live at like 9 a.m. my time this morning, and so like I probably won't go live that early tomorrow. Yep, that's perfectly fine. So we're going to play up 6 and run. We're going to attack them for 5. They're going to start with Compass, which is great. I need them to make a bad Sawbones activation so we can Kadachi this for 2, is what we need to happen. But probably not going to be. They seem like Wally's made some pretty good plays here. I think this is Wally. I think this is Wally. And we just get to come in for 5. Oh, this is not Wally? Oh, I just saw Panda and I was like, I know he's L Panda in Discord and stuff. I didn't know if he was like just Panda on Talishar. As long as it's not your usual time, I should be free. Yeah, it'll be pretty early. So like normally I like to start around like 1 o'clock Eastern time on Saturdays and Sundays because that like lines up more times for other people to be here as well. But I'm just going to attack my opponent for 1. This is fine. It's normally what I like to do. Wally said confirmed, not Wally. They go back to 21, which is solid. Oh, man. And they get to attack with the Oyston. The email to Teleshar guy to get my L back. I ain't giving it up for nothing. Oh. Yep, we fall to 17. They make a gold, which is fine. It's kind of nice to play a hero that doesn't really care. I think we'll pitch Sirens here and just save the Censor. There's a good number of 0 for 4s in our deck, or 0 for 3s. I would love to just be able to draw to like be able to kill the Sawbones with here. The fact that he's like our opponent's activating Gravy Bones right here means that like the hand's probably a little weird. All right, like this hand's great. We're probably going to try and keep the whole thing here, to be honest. Actually, I might just block with Warmonger's Diplomacy. So it's either attack me or put an ally into play. Yeah, we're going to go to 11. We're going to attack them and see how they play it out. We'll attack the Sawbones for 5. It doesn't matter who's triggered, happens first. We can... I think we're going to cut through them for 5. And then I'm debating if we want to kill Rigor Mortis or if we want to throw Censor here. I think it's just kill Rigor Mortis. Betty's hacking with aimbots and wall hacks? Dude, that takes me back to a simpler time when all I was doing was like playing Call of Duty and like other games. They don't want to lead on Portside Exchange. Okay. I mean, this hand does it all. We just have to be in a world where we're not going to die. This hand like does everything we want it to. This is possibly the most aggressive hand we've seen all game. 5, 4, break the chain. This 4, 8 is insane. This hand's really good. We just have to be able to get to our turn alive. I was like, I thought I clicked the space bar, but I guess I didn't. Them having the rum makes this a little awkward. There's a very good chance we're not going to get to keep this. He has deck hacks. I mean, boat showing up then's a little unfortunate. We are up quite significantly on cards at this point. I don't think we're going to be able to fatigue them, though. I mean, it's going to take my last card, leaving this in play, which sucks. Yeah, we're about to lose this game. We are about to lose this game. Oh! This snag is going to hurt pretty bad. We'll block with a throw dagger. Snag's a one of in the main deck. Snag's a one of in the main deck, just so that like it gives us access to play 2 in the list is the idea behind it, Michael. I think that we've hit some pretty unfortunate things today, but I've also played pretty poorly today. Like if Aaron's still hanging out, I think Aaron, who he's been watching for a while, he'll probably confirm that I've played some of these games pretty badly. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty interesting. Oh, so we're just dead? Man. It's been a day, guys. I cannot remember the last time we didn't get a single win on stream. Cannot remember the last time we didn't get a single win on stream. If I was going to convince somebody to play Ira, this was not the stream to do it. Jesus. This was... We just lost to our best matchup. Review game. Dual threat turns. They had disruption. Wasn't able to play much offense. Sawbones felt awkward. Sawbones feels awkward when you don't have Mist Blossom to clear. So I wonder if there's a world where I'm supposed to like sit on Mist Blossoms and like save them for something else. Sometimes it do be like that. Sometimes you do have days like this, and I gotta tell y'all, this was just one of those days. Things did not come together. Things did not come together for me up here, and things did not come together on our games today either. And when you put those things together, you have very bad days. You have very bad days. Oh well, back at it tomorrow. Back at it tomorrow. We'll be playing Ira again tomorrow. I'm not sure what time I'm going live tomorrow, so make sure you watch out for that notification. But we will be playing tomorrow, testing some more. Man, if we have another day like this, we might be looking at Victor for Kansas City. I got to buy Rainbow Foil Test of Iron Grips, which are $50 a piece. But we'll see what happens. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out today. I really appreciate you guys for being here. We did the Codex Journal giveaway. Again, congratulations to Sandeep. If you are interested in the Codex Journal and you haven't seen this product, !Codex in the chat, make sure you check it out. It's a great product. It's helped me level up my game a lot. Not that my win rate today would tell you that. Also, don't forget, I am a part of a podcast that's relatively new. We're only about 7 episodes in with Taylor Crawford and Sam Young from the Card Guys, and we have a special guest each week, so make sure you check that out. We have a new episode dropping tomorrow. !Breakpoints in the chat, and you can find that. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. Have a good Saturday, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy, guys. Kyle requested 5 subs of water. Fucking weeb. It was not water. That was not water.
Oh, here, have some water.
I was lied to. The lies. Yo, only 4 cups? Listen at this man. That is 4 full cups, Cusco. This fucking guy, bro. This fucking guy. What? Rookie numbers? Bro, Cusco's out here. Look, this motherfucker's just sitting over there with a pot of sauce going, oh yeah.